reflection of the present. Of all the futuristic or fantastical settings you work in, which one felt the most visionary? Not because of the tech, but because of the questions it asked about being humans.
I actually think that The Matrix is the most timely franchise that I've been a part of, and it still resonates with. I mean, when did my Matrix come out? Matrix 4, 2 years ago. Yeah, it's no less important than it was when the first one came out, I think, and yeah, I would say The Matrix out of everything really had something to say.
So do you think it's credible in some way, or is so futuristic that it's impossible?
No, I don't believe. I'm not a believer that we are actually all secretly in sacks. Our bodies are in sacks and we're jacked in. But the idea behind it that we think we have free will, but it's actually our lives are predetermined by government, society, pressures from our families. Like I think those questions are still really valid.
Okay, so do you think that science fiction and fantasy movies we worked in are speaking to the present? And they are not just escapism or, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. The Matrix is probably an outlier, though. It would be hard for me to narrow down some of my other fantasy projects to like a theme or an idea that is relevant.
Related to that, speaking of the Matrix, Resurrection, and Star Wars, technology is often front and center around you. But was there ever a moment on high concept, high tech set where you actually felt more human? Precisely because of the setting. You know, you worked in a fantastic or CGI or something, but you felt like person or...
I mean, gosh, that's really a hard question. I don't think I've ever felt not human on a set. I'm not an actor who really... Like, I'm not Daniel Day-Lewis. I'm not an actor who forgets that I'm an actor. Definitely you try and leave yourself at the door, but I've never disappeared into a role to the point where I have lost all sight of that it's fake. And maybe that makes me a lesser actor, I don't know. No. I just think I'm quite practical, and I find it hard to take myself really seriously, and I think that kind of acting requires you to take yourself so seriously. I take the job very seriously, but I'm the person who's always joking around between takes. Like I never...
We can see that from your performances. You are very talented, and you know your work is always...
Thank you. I don't know though. You look at the Daniel Day-Lewis and you go, well, maybe that's the way we should all be doing it. Maybe we should be pretending to be
Not all the actors are the same, so you're both good in a different way.
Yeah, very different.
Since you worked in the Star Wars franchise and in the Marvel franchise, do you think there is still room for a live action in Disney? Because you know the three franchises are related, Disney related, Star Wars, Marvel, and then you have the live action by Disney. That's one.
Oh, where they take the animated films?
Yes. No, the live action versions of animation, the classics.
Yeah.
Would you ever considered or?
I mean, I'm trying to think which ones. I've watched most of them, I think. It's hard. Like I grew up with the original animated films, and they're such classics. It's really hard to compete, and they're kind of in a difficult spot because what do? You do a shot-for-shot remake, and it's exactly the same. Then go watch the animated film. Like it's not bringing anything to the table. I thought Cinderella by Kenneth Branagh did a really good job of staying true to the original, but also adding new scenes and new ideas that made it feel more present, more current. Like I love that he made us sympathize with the prince more. Like I thought that was really well done, but I don't know. It's like such a case-by-case basis.
Are you interested in the one of the long list? They are still.
I mean, yeah, they're great. I don't know where I would fit into them. I don't know what project hasn't been done that would have a role for me. What hasn't been done yet? They've done Sleeping Beauty, they've done Cinderella, The Little Mermaid.
Snow
They
White.
did The Lion King, they did Snow White.
Okay.
Oh yeah, what else have they not done yet?
Oh, sequels of them.
Sequels of them.
Sequels
I
of
think
them.
the plan is to do Tangled next,
Yes.
but there's no role for me there. I don't
They're
know.
doing Aladdin 2, part 2.
Then they're
or-
going to use the same cast. I don't fit. I'm not right. Like I would love to be
They did
a part of it.
Mulan or...
They did Milan already. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, I would love to, but I just don't think there are any
Okay,
roles.
so I imagine that you cannot say nothing about the next Marvel projects you're possibly involved in.
I wish I had something to say. I don't have anything to say. I think it's really how they obviously Marvel has their phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 plans. How that proceeds is entirely up to the audience. I really think it's whether people turn up for Daredevil, the new iteration of Daredevil. If the fandom rallies, as it sounds like they have been, it makes enough of a buzz. I think that they will slowly start taking other characters from the canon that we've seen before and reintroducing them. I don't know how Iron Fist fits into that. I don't know if it's... We were the last of the 4 Netflix shows, so I think everyone else would have to pass with flying colours for them to bring back any of us.
So you're still following the evolution of the Marvel
Yeah, I
franchises.
was a fan before, so it's like I'll always be there and I'll always watch and support. And obviously, I'm friends with Charlie. Like we were just speaking the other day. Like I love him to bits. We're trying to work together on something else as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll always